Right, so I had been thinking about doing this set, which I picked up not too long ago. I mentioned it before, but it's from 2011 and it's unopened. It was originally in 1999 from the warehouse. But I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to open it now. It's like, it's never been opened, it's brand new, and it's not crushed like some of the other ones that I've got that are not opened. So I'm going to leave it for now and I'll think it over. But instead, I'll do this set because I got this a while ago. It's one of these ones that I have never gotten around to actually doing. So let's do it. It's Duel on Starkiller base with our favourite Star Wars characters, Tree 1, Tree 2 and Tree 3, so, and Lava Pit, so that should be fun. And these guys as well. I don't think I've had these two in this exact, like I've had a Kylo Ren and a Rey character before, but not quite like these ones, so this will be fun. Let us begin by opening the box carefully. For no particular reason, but I'm just kind of used to this now. Because there's always a chance, that I might actually keep the box for some reason. I don't know, it's like I have to do it on a whim. Like it's almost certainly guaranteed that there is literally no way that I will keep this box. It's just going to go straight in the recycling bin. But you never know. It's quite chunky, isn't it? So I don't think this is going to be a one video thing. It's going to be a 2 video thing. Here's bag number crinkly bag number 1. So that's what we really need to see. But look, it's bag number 2. And also we have instructions number 1. And that's all there is in the box. Yeah. Oh, there was something else I was going to do, wasn't there, on this channel? That can wait till next time. So I picked up a few things from the airport, strangely enough, because I've just been for a travel the last few days. We don't need that. That can go back in the box. No, putting that back in the box before I forget. That's where all the trees are. They're in that one. So are there any trees in this one? There are no trees in this one, so that's a bit strange. It's not like it's going to be built like this is the one side and then you do the other side in bag 2 or something. It's going to be half of these bits together, I guess. So let's go. Sorry, it's just yawning a lot then. Because it is way too late to be doing this, but I promised myself that I was going to do one of these videos. So you have to keep a promise. Oh, I dropped something. That's alright, it's not important. So that goes there and that goes there. Have to make sure that I've got everything on the camera because I've been absolutely terrible of recent. I can adjust the camera slightly. I don't know if that's a very good idea. Did that really help? I don't think so. It just feels like it's getting further and further away and I have to lean further forward, and every single time I do a video and I watch it I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't see anything. So really you are oh, that's not what I was expecting. So this is going to be kind of tedious, the first part. It's a bit of a shame. I always want to have sets where you can do, like, 2 people can make them together, like one person does bag 1 and one person does bag 2, but bag 2 is obviously dependent on bag 1, so it's not going to happen that way. But we do get to start with Rey, and there's Rey's head, which is a useful thing. I actually had Rey's head recently because I've got one of these. Actually, I might show. I threw it all the way over there. I was going to do one of these kind of Technic doll things, and I had the one for Rey, but I've got I've done her and put her away in a box or something. It lost all the pieces, but I have, oh gosh, where's the rest of it? It's in there. I have one from a long time ago that I haven't done yet, that I just discovered has been sitting around waiting for me to do it. Well, I have done it, but I got more than one at the time. So I might do that. But anyway, I got the Ray's head. I was packing up some Lego and her head was there, but it's a bigger head. It's because it's kind of like the... You'll see what I mean. If I hadn't just spontaneously thrown the box... No, I haven't thrown the box. Placed the box in a place that's a bit too far from here to reach, I would have shown you what I was talking about, and then it will all make sense. But I think I will do that one, even though that one's also probably a 2011 set, or even older, who knows. I found it tedious the last time I did it, so maybe I won't do it that fast. But what can you do? I did get a Technic set yesterday, that I've been looking forward to doing. I'm gonna cough a lot. My voice is very ticklish today. Where's my... Yeah. Gosh, the worst. One of these days I will just, do videos earlier in the day, in which case I don't cough, everything is fine. I can talk perfectly well when it's a bit, younger in the evening. But I'm just not going to be doing that because I can't. I've got so many things I should just so I got my other channel. I hadn't done any videos for a long time, and I've got one planned. It's just requires an ever so slightly more amount of preparation than it requires some degree of preparation, whereas in this channel I just go, well look, I've got this thing, I'm going to build it, and I just throw it all together and do it late at night and cough a lot. Whereas in the other one I also have to think about things and draw things on a piece of paper. So, but I will do that, I have to do that, it's just getting ridiculous. I got more subscribers on that channel. It's and I think it was just getting good, and then people were like, oh, he's just stopped. But yeah, I will go back. So it says I have to have 2 of these, but I can only see 1. This is a broken cable thing. What's that from? Oh, I know what that is. Right, but anyway, that's not going to help my situation in any way at all. That's actually a cable. This cable here belongs to Nintendo NES extension cable. So there you go. Which I have to keep and not throw away, even though it's cut in half. I deliberately cut it in half. I did that. It was all my fault. Alright. And it was my intention the whole time. Then this one is going to go like this. So we're making this part here. Oh, look at this. You have to put 2 1x1s on top of each other. That's awkward. That makes me feel funny. Why would you do this? Why? This is not how Lego is supposed to go. It's too flexible. You can move things around in random ways. And it's never going to line up exactly perfectly. There's always that little bit of tolerance where you can just wiggle it a slight bit. Oh my gosh. But anyway, hopefully we'll never see it again once it's placed onto everything else. Next page. See what I mean? I've got this already off the page again because I need to tidy my desk. Yes, I know. Stop pointing out the obvious. Really? Do you have to do this every single time? And that one's a red one, and then there's orange. That looks lavery. That doesn't sound like a very useful word. That sounds like a terrible word. If I heard someone saying lavery, I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, oh, that word makes me feel gross. Right. It doesn't make me feel gross. It makes me feel slightly uncomfortable in a weird way. Not as bad as, well, it is, no, actually, it's worse than saying funnily. Funnily's always been that kind of word that's annoyed me. It's is that really a word? Is it really? I don't know. It sounds like it shouldn't be a word. It sounds like it should be, have its membership revoked from the word club. But, you never know. It's like saying had. He had this. I actually wrote had that or something today. And I felt comfortable about doing it. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable about doing that, and sometimes I do. So that's just the way things go. Well, I didn't pay attention to what I was doing here at all. Nope, I jumped ahead. So I have to get an orange one. What a strange way of doing this. And oh no, okay. There is nothing for this. There's no stud for this to attach to, so that makes sense. So I was thinking, why don't you put the little stud thing down first and then put that on the top, but then there's nothing for it to attach to. So that's what I was just wondering about. If you can follow my train of thought. Choo-choo. So, what have I done? That doesn't look like that picture. Oh, okay. That goes like that. Okay, it goes like that. I've got a plastic bag stuck to my arm, probably because it's covered in sunblock and probably a thin layer of sweat from going for a run. That's a charming story to also say. So, now what? Now what have we done? We have to have this thing. That was fine. It's done. Next. Turn it upside down and put one of these over here. Well, that makes sense. Now it's nice and secure and strong with a nice little smooth rounded bit on the bottom, just like in real life. Next thing is, oh gosh, I feel like, oh, okay, they've managed to, they've inched their way. You can't see it, but there's like, they're all they're underneath the snow speeder thing. Yes, I'll call it a snow speeder this time and not a wing. Right, and now some of these. Put these together and put them where they're supposed to go, which is over here. It doesn't, like this so far, does not look very exciting, but I guess, what's this little thing here for, I wonder, like, how is that going to fit into it? So it does have some interest so far. What's going to happen next? That's not the piece I wanted. I wanted this piece. I'm actually a bit worried that I've lost a couple of the videos that I've made, because I've looked and I'm uploading the pick-a-brick one, and I don't think that was the last one I did recently. I'm pretty sure I've done, like, I think that was the last, I thought that was the last video that I did, but then I can't find the other videos for the other friend set that I did. But then I haven't transferred them all off my camera yet. Oh, it's so confusing. So confusing. But anyway, I can't mumble about that because I haven't actually bothered to check. So it could all be nothing. While travelling to Wellington, of course, every 5 minutes it's have I lost something? I've lost something, haven't I? I've lost my wallet. I just know it. I've lost this. No, I just know it. And turns out I hadn't. But I did lose one thing, which was a bicycle glove, which I'd only just purchased, not too earlier than that time. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I've lost it, but I know exactly where it is. So I left my bicycle in amongst some very prickly gorse bushes while I was travelling at the airport. So I left the bicycle at the airport in a field which is full of gorse bushes, and I put it in the bushes, and then when I returned from Wellington, from whence I went, I had to go find it, and it took me quite a while to find actually which bush it was behind. It was like, well, that's harder than I thought it was going to be. I've missed putting a piece in, haven't I? So before I get too hasty, let's make sure I put this in, and it goes like that. Otherwise this is not going to work at all. And then that one goes across like that. But yeah, so when I went back to going on my way home and picking up my bicycle, hoping it hadn't been stolen, which would be odd because it's in a terrible condition. It's a bicycle specifically for going to the airport, that is specifically meant to not be a very enticing bike to steal, and to be honest, can barely make it all the way to the airport, and it's a very noisy and hilariously awkward experience to do. So I was looking through all the things, and I couldn't find it, and I eventually found where my bicycle was, and I eventually got it out with some cuts and scratches on myself from various spiky bushes and grass things that cut you. Really a horrible place. Like, I was actually kind of worried. It's like, oh, someone's going to steal my bike. Why don't I lock it up to like a post or something? I didn't lock it up to a post because you can see where you can. Then it was visible, and there wasn't. And I thought, well, I'm going to go for the option of having it not visible to people walking past, and hidden away. And at the time, I thought, well, you know, if you throw your bike in a bush thing, no one's going to look in there. Why would they? But then I thought afterwards, it's like, oh, actually, maybe they do. Maybe some kids are going to play in there or something. You know, like that's what I did when I was a youngster. I never would travel all the way out to the airport going through a field. But it was just so it's a ridiculous idea. But I did fret about this while I was away. It's like inconceivable that someone would steal my bicycle. And they didn't, of course. In fact, I doubt they would have found it, because I had great difficulty finding it. And anyway, the point was, at the end of the day, Follow the instructions is what we should be doing. Doing this thing here. Is this the right piece? Where did the black thing come from? Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Oh gosh, they really do make this confusing. Yeah, so while searching for my bicycle and getting it out of the thing, I dropped one of my gloves, and then I got not too far away, and I realized that I dropped one of my gloves in that place, and I just said, stuff it. I can't do it. I'm tired. It's been a long couple of days, and you know that I'm just not. So, but I might, maybe if I have the chance, maybe tomorrow I'll go back to the airport on a decent bike and hunt around, pick up my glove. Because technically, the pair of gloves cost me $14, so it's a $7 glove. It's worth it. And I'm always losing gloves, always losing gloves. And so it would be nice to not lose gloves all the time. All right, so I'm going to do this upside down. That was a very long-winded story about nothing, and put that there. Oh, I should have done it like, oh gosh, just follow the instructions. How hard can this be? Alright, and that one goes there. And that one goes there. And now we've got to add these ones on. There's quite a few of these things. I kind of have to concentrate. You can't just go blabbering on about travelling to strange places. Wait, I've missed a step, haven't I? No, I've got that one. Oh, I haven't got this bit. Okay, this is very complicated. That one goes there, and I need one there, and I need a little triangle cheese slice piece thing, cheese triangle, which is, no, I don't need that, I need this. Oh gosh, alright, get that out. It's one of these pieces. Like, oh, dropped it, that. So that one goes there. Oh, I should just read the little picture thing. Not going to start now. Oh gosh. And what's the point? This is the worst video. I don't know, what am I doing? Okay, a red one goes there, and that one goes there, and the orange one goes there, and that one goes there. This is a very complex step, this one. And that one goes there. So that is done. And we need the white one to go there, and another orange one to go there. Yes, I'm going to recite everything exactly. Oh, it says there's 3 orange ones. Oh, so we need another orange one here, and then another orange one here, and then another orangey big one. Wait, where does that one go? Oh, it goes like that? Oh, really? No, that can't be right. That's what the picture says, isn't it? I think it is. Well, that looks a bit awkward, but like, how would lava be floating in the air like that? I don't know. Space lava, you can't really tell. And then, well, I've done something wrong, haven't I? Oh, I haven't put this thing in yet. I'm supposed to put this on here, like, wait, is that the right? It is the right piece. And then that one's going to go. Okay, it's a strange way of doing it. Like, honestly, it's a very odd, very odd. Like, who's ever going to notice this detail? Oh, I guess. Well, they didn't really have the. Like, what I mean is, you could have put like a 1x3 piece across, and it would have looked kind of the same, maybe. Like, you wouldn't. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't have known. But who knows? Who knows? I really am too tired to be doing this tonight. Not as tired as I was when I got back from Wellington. Here we go again, talking about Wellington. Well, I did a lot. Like, I always feel like, why do I not travel that much? Because every time I travel, so many things happen. This is all wacky, crazy stuff, and it's like, it's so exhausting, even for a few days. How do people do it? And you know, I was like, you know, people, they go away and then they only have like a few stories to say. It's kind of disappointing. It's like, I've never gone away and not have like crazy adventures every single day. But then again, that's the way I always travel. Like, I've never been the kind of person to go somewhere and sit down and like read a book at the beach or something. It's like, why would you do that when you're traveling? So now we've got this done, and I think that I've done this entire thing, and then I'm going to put this to here. We are very close to being completed. Well, I've done this wrong, haven't I? I have definitely done this wrong. Because I don't... Oh, I do. Oh, right, it goes there. All right. And then we can kind of guess what the last couple of steps... What was this thing for? I've got to spare one of these. That doesn't look right. That's a worry. That should have gone somewhere. But where? Well, I can't see where it's supposed to go. It must have belonged to something else. Who knows? Let's get this done, and then we can call it a day. That's a day there. Right there, that is an official day. Does it not go... that feels wrong. But still... It should go like that, shouldn't it? Oh. Wow, it does go like that. That's kind of cool. Woo! It looks like it's very... That's the scary version of Pac-Man. That they first trialed and then realized that it was giving kids nightmares. So, and this is Ray. We'll have a quick look at Ray with the 7 minutes I've got left on the camera. Lucky I just checked in case it was going to run out of time. She looks pretty standard. Good legs. Interesting hair. Not quite as cool as Nick's, but that's okay. He hasn't got very interesting pants, so that's fine. So yes, I'm looking forward to finishing this. I'm glad they've got around to it. It's not like the most exciting set, but it is the kind of set that makes you kind of wish that you had like a Star Wars table full of Star Wars sets and put them in. This would be kind of nice, like on display somewhere. I'm hoping. You never know. It might not be that exciting. I'm looking. Oh, so it's got something to do with this tree. So this tree must have somehow something to do with this hole in the ground, I guess. Or there's something. She's got something too that goes up and down over in the corner. So all the action is definitely going to happen on the next video, isn't it? So this one was just laying the groundwork, literally. And maybe by then I'll be over my silly stories of bicycles and going to Wellington and getting cuts and scratches from plants. The worst of them all. And I've just dropped my mouse on the floor. So thanks for watching, and maybe I will do that other set, or maybe I won't. You never can tell. Bye.